So today, lads, we're going to be talking about something that is pretty interesting. And it's something that happened yesterday right before Caitlin Clark's game, right before her jersey retirement game. And she was pretty much asked about, like, basically what she has learned about herself with all the crap that she's had to deal with the last 18 months. And, like, it is obvious that, like, there's just been a lot of crazy stuff coming her way, crazy good stuff, and some just absolutely nonsense stuff, like from the welcome to the league moments, from breaking the record, from like the ridiculous stuff with the media, from the Dijonais calling her out while in the stadium, to the playoffs, to the highs post-Olympic break, to the lows of not making the Olympic team, to some unbelievable highs, unbelievable lows, and like just as far as an emotional roller coaster being just keeping a watch on this, I can't even imagine how much of an emotional roller coaster it is actually, being Caitlin Clark. But anyway, this is what Caitlin Clark said.
I think it's just life. Everybody goes through some of the same stuff that I've gone through, and a lot of people go through a lot worse. And I just try to remind myself every single day, like, how grateful I am to be in the position that I am. And, I try to treat everybody the same way that I would want to be treated. And I think it just speaks to the way I was raised and my parents raised me. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. The girls are fired up. I hope that's them. But yeah, I think it's just, you go with the flow a little bit, obviously. I think having a good circle around me and having a small circle around me of people that I really trust, and those are the people that you can always count on and lean on, is what's been so important for me over the past year. But also, like, I've said this before, like, I feel like one of my greatest skills is, like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I believe in myself. I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my teammates. I try to instill that in them. I'm confident in the coaching staff on whatever team I was on, whether that was here, whether that's at the Fever now. And you just...
I don't know if she was confident in Christie's sides. Let's be honest here. I don't know if she was confident in Christie's sides.
Just rely on those people, and nobody gets to step inside of your locker room, whether it was here at Iowa or whether it was with the Fever now. Like, everybody thinks they know everything and have an answer, but that's just not reality. And that goes for all of professional sports, and really that goes for all of you as well, and people in life.
And yeah, like, that obviously is as good a response to that as possible. Basically just talking about how, look, that she doesn't care about some of that stuff, that, like, that is the, that's the biggest thing, like, and is this the same post?
Every single day, like, how grateful I am.
Yeah, so that's basically how she's handled the negativity, how she's handled the critics. And I think, like, it's not easy for anyone to handle any of the stuff that comes the way. And even, like, from a positive perspective, like, I genuinely think Caitlin Clark, like, you don't want the people saying stuff in your name against other people, even if it's people defending you, but you also don't want people attacking you. And I think it's this whole, like, saga of people in the media attacking Caitlin and people in the media defending Caitlin, and some people using Caitlin to attack others. And, like, the amount of stuff I've seen everywhere, like, trying to psychoanalyze every single, like, thing that people deem as a problem with Angel Reese, and on the opposite side, people trying to psychoanalyze everything, every single thing that they deem as a problem with Caitlin Clark. And I'm like, dude, like, these are humans and these are basketball players. Like, I don't really care. Like, why does any of this stuff matter? Like, none of us are perfect people. I mean that. Every single one of us has flaws. Every single one of us has flaws in life. Every single person has good characteristics and bad characteristics. And whether or not you like a person is whether or not you deem their good characteristics are more positive than their negative characteristics are negative. And that's the vast majority of situations in life. That's it. Like, and seeing the ridiculous stuff on social media is crazy. Like you're seeing just mad stuff about all these players, and it can't be easy. And I don't begrudge any of these players for how they deal with these situations. I can say whether or not, like it's something that I think is a good way of dealing with it, a way that I think is something I think is a bad way of dealing it. But I'm not going to judge any of these players of dealing it, because it's just, all in all, just a weird position to be in. And the vast majority of the time, it's probably a great position to be in. But there is some times where you're like, it's not a good position to be in. And like, especially back in my 2K days when things were going, like, I was pulling in 9-10 million views a month on this platform. There were times I'd think about that. And like, Caitlin Clark is that times 1 million. Times 1 million, like. Like, Caitlin Clark's a million times more famous and like more relevant than even I was at my peak. But like, there were times I was like, oh, sometimes you, like, it makes life more difficult. When you're in Caitlin Clark's position, it makes life more difficult. And there are times where it's like, being able to have normalcy, being able to lean on your family, being able to change very little in your life, despite the fact your entire life changed essentially overnight over the course of like 2 years, is a hard thing to do. And like, I got to give a lot of credit to basically everyone in her circle, to Caitlin herself, and to be fair to all the other players and families that are having to deal with similar type things, because it's not easy for any of them, especially from Caitlin Clark. And I think when it comes to the media, like, the media has never cared about Caitlin, has never treated the like legacy WNBA media, and I'm not talking about a lot of former players. A lot of former players are fine, but a lot of the ones, the kind of fringe legacy WNBA media, not even a lot of the main ones, maybe not, but like in the fringe WNBA media, a lot of them have not cared a lot about whether or not Caitlin Clark is a person. That have never cared about Caitlin's mental health. And it's good to see the likes of her parents, her brothers, Connor, like, helping Caitlin Clark keep her mental health in a good space, because that is extremely, extremely important for her. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Like, the most important thing is that, like, these players are humans and they're okay as humans. Like, we can criticize them on the floor, we can criticize some of their actions, and that's fine. That's what comes with being in the spotlight. But at the end of the day, being able to deal with that is not something everybody's ready to do. And it seems like Caitlin Clark is more than ready to have done that. More than ready to deal with the spotlight, and is doing it in maybe as good a way as anyone I've ever seen in sport, if we're being honest. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with this? And if you guys agree or disagree, heck, either way, subscribe. I'm a guy who talks in the microphone. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.